Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc. So today's match, we've got two former titans of the game. We've got the awful BT5 meta of LordKnightmon with the BT6 meta of Jesmon. So former titans going head to head, both got more support in BT7. So we basically brought both decks into modern ways of playing and just kind of put them head to head and see how it goes. It kind of worked out that both decks, basically, if they pop off, the other deck doesn't stand a chance, whichever one it was. So we actually have two games for you today where each deck gets to pop off, and hope you enjoy. Don't forget, our memory marker this month is going to be Dorymon. So if you're playing some X Antibody or looking forward to playing some X Antibody in the future and want a perfect memory marker for that deck, definitely check our Etsy link in the description below. This is handmade out of clay by my wife, hand painted as well. Also on that Etsy link, you can find all of our previous memory markers we've had on the channel, as well as you can get access to our Battle Ready Inc. merch, like our game mats and our card sleeves. All right, so here we go. We got game one, and we got red going first, hatching into that Demi-Meramon. And now we see the new Huckmon come down. This is the one that has the inheritable of when attacking. You can reveal the top 5 and add all Sistermons to hand. So pretty powerful searcher, especially if you get to then play a Sistermon for free, and if you didn't have any in hand already, great way to get you some of those. And then going on top of it with the Bow Huckmon, so a little bit of control there with some deleting when attacking. So kicking it over yellow, we see the Upamon come out. It's the if you're when attacking at 3 security or less, then you will gain or grab a draw. And there we see the new Pulsemon. This is the one if you have exactly 3 security, you gain jamming, which arguably if LordKnightmon needs or not, but on play it does reduce your security down to 3, which will trigger a lot of your when attacking abilities. So it does have a little bit of a payoff there. Plays the TK and then just adds a Starmons. So not the most exciting of grabs, but a decent control card. Kicking over to Jesmon, just going to evo into the Volkdramon. That's the Volkdramon, right? So security attack +1 inheritable. So a bit of a steep evo cost there as the TK is going to set yellow back up to 3. And then a nice memory efficient Terurymon 1 cost evo for yellow. We'll probably follow that up, I would imagine, with a 3 cost evo here. Set the opponent to 1, and they do. They go into the Angelmon, so no when digivolving effect, but still a great inheritable to combo with LordKnightmon. So kicking it back over to red, though, just being stuck at 1 memory over and over really, really hurts. And then goes into the Huckmon here, so on play gets to reveal the top 5 of the deck and add a Jesmon or any of the Huckmons, Sistermons. So there we see the Jess. So look, they were probably digging for that if they didn't just evo into him. Not the most exciting of hits here. So it looks like just hits into the Jesmon, but that probably is what they were looking for. And remember, they do have the new Huckmon inheritable underneath. So if they don't have any Sistermons, hopefully they'll be able to hit a Sistermon off of that Huckmon. And then here we're going to see yellow just dropping the Gladiamon there for 4, puts the opponent again to 1, and then just grabs another Gladiamon out of security. So it looks like they're trying to dig for a LordKnightmon. If I had to guess there, I would say they were probably trying to dig for a LordKnight. Unless they really just wanted to put the opponent at 1 memory, and then maybe they went into the Gladia. Maybe they're waiting for the opponent to bring out the Jesmon. That could be it also. Let the Jesmon swing in, get a couple hits off. So again, being put to 3 here. So can very easily go into a Jesmon if they wanted. Oh, goes into the yellow memory boost instead. Very interesting choice. They must really, really need that LordKnightmon then, I'm imagining. Well, there is one, so if they pick it up, we know that's what they were looking for. So yeah, top 4 of the deck adds the LordKnightmon. So has all the pieces at this point. But instead of evoing into it, just drops the Starmons to pass turn. Very, very interesting choice. But it could kind of make sense here with Jesmon swinging in checking 2 security here that puts yellow at that pristine 3 security, which is exactly where they want to be to pop off on all their effects. So that could definitely make a lot more sense now, clearing off that Huckmon, because if the Huckmon also attacked, that would have been putting them at 2, and that would not be good. Okay, I had to back it up. I thought they had played a Judgment Blade, but no, it's the Bow Huckmon is deleting the Gladiamon. So it's not Judgment Blade doing piercing. It's the Bow. And then we're gonna see that level, that new Huckmon inheritable here, going to reveal the top of the deck. Again, double checking text because the card is in Japanese, so it's a bit difficult at times. But does reveal 2 Blancs, so we'll get to add both of those to hand. So if they didn't have any Sistermon before, they definitely do now to be able to use that Jesmon ability of playing it, which you really need because you're going to gain that nice big DP buff. Whoa, looks like they had the Blanc Awaken though, so going to go into that instead of playing the Blanc to draw and get a blocker on field. We'll see if that blocker hurts them or not, but does get a nice recovery, which probably does feel pretty good for Jesmon to get a recovery here. So swinging in for 2 security checks at a pretty high amount of DP. Ooh, hits into a TK immediately. See what they add off that TK here. Just adding a Pitomon, nice little 1-cost Evo level 4. The blocker, not overly relevant here. Bow Huckmon can just delete it. Piercing just goes right through it, so. And then hits a Turubon for that second check. Looks like they're going to play just play a Noir to pass turn here, so give Jesmon a little bit of a DP buff on the opponent's turn, especially with that LordKnightmon coming out here. Could definitely use that DP buff, so because right now they're both at 11. LordKnightmon's going to gain for every other Digimon on field, so they could match at 13,000 here if LordKnight only plays 1 Digimon. So going to attack here with the LordKnight, plays the Knightmon off of his own ability, and now he's at that perfect 3 security, so the Angelomon will also trigger, as well as we saw the Upamon trigger for that draw, and has the Pulsemon for jamming, but I think he's going to be okay once he gets another drop off that Angelomon here. And then just drops another Starmons, a little bit more control. Just clears the Noir though. And which will definitely put LordKnightmon over that. If only LordKnightmon had some piercing though. Pops the reinforce, or not the reinforce, pops the memory boost, goes into Electric Rush. Oh, this card's so sweet. So 2 memory, gets to unsuspend a Digimon, and it gets a DP boost. But it only works if you're at 3 security. Like, it's such a clutch card, but it only works if you're at 3 security. It was definitely a big bummer for that unsuspend. One of our later games, I was like, oh, this is going to be a crazy good turn. And then I read the card, because it was in Japanese. So I had to go back and double check. And it was only if you're at 3 security. I thought it was 3 or less, but no, it says if you're exactly at 3. So that was, it was so frustrating. But being able to swing a second time with LordKnightmon with nothing being once per turn here, so drops another Starmons for another, so that's a minus 5,000, grabs the Huckmon off of the awakened ability of being able to add something out of trash, and then goes with the LordKnightmon effect of dropping the Gladiamon that we saw earlier, so it gets to go ahead and search that security for something else, picks up a Knightmon, so Lord will have something else to drop on the following turn. Look at this crazy field they amassed. Being able to play 4 Digimon for free in 1 turn, I mean, wow, that's absurd. Off of basically a single stack too. That's nuts. Just LordKnightmon swinging twice. Oh, man, that is powerful. Truly, truly terrifying. Absolutely. And then just swinging in for a few more checks here. Swings in with that Starmons. He's got plenty on field, so it's not like he needs them to Evo. And then just the slap in the face. The 1 Evo cost Pitomon. completely field cleared, nothing in raising area. Yeah, red's going to be in a real struggle fest at this point. 4 security left. The opponent does have 5 on field, so just barely enough. Oh, but drops the Greymon for 6 to pop something, takes away a security check to hopefully keep them in the game. So that'll clear that Gladiamon, that level 4. We'll see if that was the correct choice or not. The Gladiamon or the Starmons. What was the better call there? Here we're going to see the newer Pulsemon get brought up here. This is the gain 2 memory if you're at 3 security when attacking Inheritable. So we're going to see that LordKnightmon swing here. Upamon trigger draw. Drops the Knightmon here. And then we're going to see an Angelomon trigger. Maybe? Or we're not going to see a trigger on that. Nope, no trigger from the Angelomon. Hits into a Jesmon, but is at 15,000 DP on that LordKnightmon. And it has jamming anyway, because he's at the 3 security. Here we're going to see another LordKnightmon get dropped. Remember those days? Play a Knightmon and then follow-up turn Evo into a LordKnightmon on that Knightmon. Man, those were some brutal days. So LordKnightmon swings. Ooh, drew into the Bushi. That was the card he just drew into, which will put him with lethal on board at this point. As long as no like Atomic Blaster gets swung into, they should be able to take it right here, and they sure do. Swings in with the blocker to take the game, pay that 2 memory, well worth it. Takes game 1. What a crazy play. That Electric Rush, very powerful. Just being able to swing 2 times with LordKnightmon, wow. Man, remember the days of swinging with War Greymon twice, and you just thought that was so OP? Let me trigger this Angelomon twice. Try triggering Angelomon twice and LordKnightmon twice. Yikes, that's nuts. Crazy good field. But let's go ahead and look at that game 2. Let's see how Jesmon can really kind of make good use out of its support. All right, here we got LordKnightmon going first this time. Upa coming, getting hatched, and then the original Pulsemon just getting evoed here. Sometimes he is your only target, which is a shame, but a nice 1 evo cost into Pedomon. All right, then we're going to see red. Same plays as before. We're going to see that Demimera and then the new Huckmon right on top of it. Probably going to be your best choice. Ooh, but has to drop a Huckmon immediately and start digging for pieces. That's almost never a good sign. That's like an obvious, hey, I bricked. It's desperate times. Ooh, but a Savior and a Jesmon. Yikes. So that's like instant combo pieces there. There's a Sistermon as well, but I think with the Huckmon in raising, I really don't think the Sistermon is quite necessary. I feel like Savior would be better, but not taking Savior is basically, hey, I already have a Savior in hand. That's pretty much what that says. All right, so we're going to see that blocker go ahead and get raised, which probably means no level 5 in hand. Maybe no level 6 in hand either, if they're bringing up a blocker and dropping a Gladiamon. Probably means that Lord Knight has bricked a little bit. Searching through that security, picks up a level 5 in the form of Knightmon at the very least, if nothing else. Definitely would prefer the Angelomon, though. The Angelomon is so powerful. All right, kicking things over. Ooh, Greymon. Not the one you want to Evo. Literally between regular Greymon and Bowel Huckmon, Geo is like on the bottom of the list of level 4s you want to draw into or have to Evo into in raising area. But then it does have the Savior, as we kind of predicted before, to pass turn. Gives LordKnightmon 3 memory, though. Let's see if they can work anything with that. We see that new Pulsemon getting Evo'd. Again, jamming is arguably not important or not. Evo's the Knightmon on the field. It's very, very odd lines of play here. Not keep being safe in raising area. All right, we're going to see that Starmons get dropped, kills the Huckmon again. Also, if you're predicting a Jesmon coming down, which you know they have in hand because they picked it up earlier, they're going to do 2 security checks, which is going to put you at that nice primo 3 security when it does swing in, but chooses not to promote it out of raising area. so they won't be doing those swings this turn. Instead, plays a Huckmon. Very, very surprised they didn't promote the Jesmon and swing. With the Inheritable, yeah, see, they would have grabbed the Blanc Awaken there off of the Inheritable from the new Huckmon. Just to get really, really aggro here. But I guess at the same time, promoting, seeing that Knightmon on field. So looks like they've got plenty to go into another stack if need be too. Yeah, seeing that Knightmon on field, and then if you swing, your Jesmon's just going to be wide open, and if you have to pass with 3 memory, Lord Knight could very easily come on top of that Knightmon and just swing over your Jess. So I guess I get it. Maybe a Blanc would have helped, potentially. Oh man, just hard drops the Knightmon to clear a Huckmon. You want to talk about Brick City at this point. Again, just trying to keep it at that primo. You want that Jesmon to swing so bad. All right, we're going to see the Judgment Blade. So going to be able to clear some stuff on this swing here. So that Savior going to be able to unsuspend. Can clear both of those Knightmons. That's perfect. That's the perfect Jesmon play, I think, right here. So swing. You're going to swing over that with the Judgment Blade being active. You got to make sure that you're triggering your abilities here, though. So we should see that Huckmon go ahead and go off at this point. Looks like there's a little bit of lag there, a little bit of ping, a little slow. So reveal 5 gets to add all the Sistermons. Needs 1 Sistermon. All right, so sees the Blanc at least, so gets to play the Blanc off the Jesmon for free, which means he'll have Piercing, and getting the Piercing is like the exact play that it needs right now. And it gets to unsuspend and swing again. So if he clears the second Knightmon, he's going to be in a great position. So adds those to hand, and then immediately gets to play, which I would imagine you play the Blanc, right? No, goes into the Noir for the DP buff. Or, gains the memory too. Okay. I don't know what they need all that memory for, but you never know. And then unsuspends for the Savior. All right, and that Piercing goes off, hits into a Bushi. And then I'll get a second swing. Honestly, the Pedomon should have blocked right there. I think that was probably a huge misplay. There we see the LordKnightmon, which that Gladiamon was searching for earlier. I think Pedo should have blocked there. I know it would have been Piercing, but it would have saved the Knightmon. Yeah, and then so here gets to play another Sistermon for free. Plays the Awakened to get the recovery. I think playing Blanc, though, Blanc getting that protection. Again, probably not counting on the opponent being able to go into a LordKnightmon at this point to swing over the Jesmon. But yeah, I think that was a huge misplay on the LordKnightmon's part, not blocking that and saving the Knightmon just for the LordKnightmon. Maybe they don't have a LordKnightmon in play, and so they think it's not worth it. Trying to prevent lethal or something like that. All right, so we see that red memory boost come down. Just picking up a rookie, setting him up for another stack here soon. And then just playing the Blanc to pass turn, just putting him at 2. So wouldn't even be at 3 anyways. Could still potentially Blinding Ray, though, and go up to 4. Get some out of that Primo 3 security range, though. Oh, and we just see the Angelomon get dropped here. Minus security attack on the Jesmon, so it can't get 2 checks off with that Savior underneath. But still, if they have the option card, could still swing over a bunch of things and just clear the field. No Bow Huckmon at least, though, so there's slight saving grace. All right, going to go ahead and use that memory boost, go up to 3. All right, we see another Bow, or I guess that's the first Bow of this game. Go ahead and get Evo'd. Gets them a nice draw. Also gets them set up if somehow that Jesmon does manage to get clear. We see another Judgment Blade comes down. That is not what LordKnightmon wants to see right now. Has that level 5 on field, but seeing that Jesmon swing over again. Ouch. How brutal. And does it have the... so it's going to use the Huckmon ability again. Searching for more Sistermons. Definitely clearing the deck of Sistermons, that's for sure. We'll see if there's a whiff here. And it is. No Sistermons revealed out of those 5 there. Yow. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Let's see if they have anything in hand, though, to play. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because the Jesmon's not getting any security attacks anyway, so piercing is not really that needed. Overall. Does have the Savior, though, to unsuspend. And then just plays a Blanc anyways, just to draw 1. Gets another blocker on field. So if one Blanc does get cleared, you still have the other Blanc giving out that that blocker ability to all the other ones. Here we're going to swing again, just clearing off another body. Drops a Noir, gains a memory. So whatever you play next, yep, won't put the opponent at 3. Memory just chokes them at 2, which you really need to be at 3. Maybe if we had saw a TK get hit in those first 2 security checks, yellow might be in a better position, but just getting choked every single turn, oof, that's rough. I mean, what do you do at this point? Look at that massive field that Jesmon has accrued for itself. Here we finally see the Blinding Ray. Yeah, getting yourself at 3 security is not really going to matter at this point. Then goes into the Angelomon. Going to put that on the Jesmon again, preventing 2 checks. And then drops a Starmons to clear a Blanc. I guess that's 1 less security check. Yeah, that's still a massive amount of stuff coming at you. Even if the Jesmon's not checking anything, you've got 4 Sistermons and another Savior right here. Has the memory easy to go into another Jesmon. Looks like that's about what we're going to see. Yep, and there's a second Jesmon on field, swinging twice, has a bow underneath, so can clear something, clear one of those Starmons easy. Swings twice. Yeah, not looking too good. Does have the Huckmon here underneath, so again, going to dig for more Sistermons. You know, at this point, I don't know if there could be any in the deck left. Now, remember, Jesmon can play from trash, though. So I think a lot of players do kind of forget that a lot of times. They'd just rather play from hand than trash. I 100% would rather, and does whiff here. Doesn't matter. Had the Awakened anyway. And then puts the Blanc underneath from trash. Gets another recover. Goes up to 7 security, as if Jesmon didn't, or LordKnightmon didn't have an uphill battle as it was, clearing that huge field. Ooh, just hits into an Electric Rush. Just adds to hand. Not the most exciting security effect. And then we'll see that second swing here. And unless it's a massive field nuke, which it is not, that is the game. So let's take a look at those decks first. All right, first up, we got that Jesmon deck. Looks like it's a pretty straightforward, kind of an OTK strategy there. Just looking for consistency pieces with like the red memory boost, security attack, got the multiple swings with the Savior. Yeah, just a whole lot of consistency, like digging and drawing. Tons of draw, searches, and digs for all kinds of stuff. And then 3 Judgment Blades, just absolute control the opponent's field. As long as they're not on any sort of shenanigans like hybrid, and there's actually targets to swing into, definitely going to be doing some major controlling work for sure, as well as just hitting like a truck. So definitely going for the consistency, and I think that's important for Jesmon. Is if you want a Jesmon deck to be good, you have to have consistency through the roof. All right, and then we're going to see that LordKnightmon, big O, almost max rarity. Not on the LordKnightmon, though. Not in DigimonCard.dev as max rarity. But still, very, very interesting deck. Lots of 3-ofs in the rookie department there. Got the cheap Evo level 4s. Maxed out on those Angelomons. So just looks like it's straight aggro. Just flood the field. Either Starmons to control or Bushis for game, it looks like. Even the Masteimon in there. So Mastei can strip an opponent's security, swing. It can also bring out a Bushi. So 3 security checks in 1 turn off that Mastei as well. And then the 2 Electric Rushes in there. Even has a 3 Spiral Masquerades. So I guess with those massive boards that we saw in game 1 LordKnightmon can get to, Spiral Masquerade can be huge, like literally just a massive nuke of a card after 2 swings from a LordKnightmon with that Electric Rush. Yeah, pretty awesome. And then just 2 yellow memory boosts in there. Looks like we saw earlier, you'd need that LordKnightmon. Like, it is your key linchpin. If you don't draw into it, you will not win sort of sort of thing. So yellow memory boost, just bumping up that consistency. Similar to what we were seeing with the Jesmon, is just playing those consistency cards. Got the Pulsemons for the draw, got the Gladiumons for searching the security, just to be safe, make sure there's no good pieces in there. And then that yellow memory boost also for a little bit more consistency.